Hey everyone, good afternoon. This is John Hennings with the Digital Growth Community brought to you by B.O.S. Solutions as always. And I am here to be your blue collar problem solver with blue collar solutions. And how long are you willing to trade hours for dollars? How many years are you willing to do that? Are you happy being where you are, working all week, and then still being behind debt? You know, there's all kinds of debt going on, and I know this because I indirectly work from it, I guess, in some aspects, and I don't get no satisfaction. It's just my way of making a living, but that's what I do in the legal profession. But if you are thinking like I've always got to, aren't you tired of always having to be present to make the money? Why not provide the same kind of value to some aspects, at least the answers, and letting your customers and clients have some insight onto maybe they can help themselves a little bit too, but you're still providing the value. And there's nothing wrong with giving away something for free to an extent of information value, because you know what, those people are going to remember that, and they're going to come back to you too. And that's what I'm trying to do with the legacy program. You get four income streams. Yes, it's a one-time investment in yourself. That's what it is. It's $900. You can split that up between four payments, the Afterpay program. That's what I did. I also did have somebody set up the back end with the website and the configuration so it runs flawlessly, because that's not my lane. I got to stay in my lane with certain things. And for me, that would have been a headache and it drives me nuts, period. So I'm just like, uh, what? How long are you happy being stuck in your same place? Because you have leverage. If you're providing service, if you have an existing business, you already have leverage, but you might be just sitting on it, letting it waste away. Why not have that value compound even when you're not working? And that's what I have tried to do with the blue collar IV system. Aren't you sick of that pain and like, God, I work 10 hours a day and you're still behind? Why not have the other 16 hours possibly working for you too? Why not? Or however many hours you spend working at your job. So I know the real world, some of us work 10 or 12 or whatever, plus part time jobs. And that's what gets people beat down, is just like, and it's not the Jones effect where you're trying to keep up with the Joneses, but it's just like, it'd be nice to have some peace of mind, you know. And I can relate to this because I had a company I worked for last year. They owe me $7,600. I want to say effing, because it boils my blood. If you've had somebody do this, and instead of sitting dwelling on it, and I remember it, but I got to move on. And this is my way of doing that. So this is my FU to that, you know. And I wasn't the only one this company did this to. There's other of us process servers that this happened to, from all kinds of amounts. So, but this is my way of trying to move forward in a positive light. You know, I I do a variety of things, and it takes that first step, just like working out. You got to put in the effort to get there. If you want to be good at basketball, if you want to be good at track, if you want to be good at football, whatever it is, you got to do the work yourself. And it's good to have people that can bring you value and insight too. So if you want to have that, you can go to my website, legacywithyou.com, and you will get a free guide, free blueprint, and you will see how it works. And then you can get the whole system. And what I am providing is I provide you I have a free mini course with a blue collar IV system. And I will put that in the notes where you can get that exactly. And you can also get a course, the full course for $100. So yes, I'm selling two programs in one, but this is to know my blue collar IV system teaches you what you have that you solve problems every day in, that you can bring value and put that into a system and have leverage. That's my goal for you. And, you know, there's all kinds of smart people, but there's always a better way of doing it. You know, work smarter, not harder. And there's nothing wrong with working hard because we've all done it. If, you know, it's it's part of the thing. If you want to be successful, you got to work hard at things, you know, regardless. And I'm beating a dead horse with that because if you're watching this video and you're still watching this, you know that. So if you want to do these things and make your business have additional value and assets, join me, you know, because I'm not here to criticize anybody if that's not what you want. But if you do, I'm here to help you and bring you that value. That is my goal for you. And I have an entrepreneurial mindset. I want to help people. I like teaching people. I love coaching kids playing basketball. That was, and I get the same kind of joy of trying to help people do this. So I'm trying to put out there what I can do for you and bring you some positivity and other resources to your business, because that's what I do with my business. Ever since I started, I want to create a way where I don't always have to be there, but I can still provide value. So again, love for you to join me at legacywithyou.com. My other site is boss-solutions.org, but with the blue collar IV system, it's with a different app. So I will put that in the notes. Thank you. Take care.